How to install Cali laminate Shorebreak tiles. Cali's Shorebreak laminate flooring gives you stone and marble look tiles that are ultra realistic and made to be stronger, lighter, warmer, and easier to install and clean than the real thing. Here's how to give your flooring a luxury upgrade with this innovative product. There are a few pre-installation steps you'll want to check off before getting started. We recommend you order about 5 to 8% more than the square footage you want to cover. Make sure the subfloor is dry, flat, level, and clean. Planks can be laid over most concrete, wood, or vinyl, but carpeting should be removed, and new concrete must be cured for at least 60 days. We require the use of a moisture barrier like 6mm plastic when installing over concrete, or Cali Complete underlayment, which can be used over all subfloor types. Shorebreak tiles require an expansion gap of at least a ½ inch between the flooring and all immovable vertical objects, like walls, cabinets, and pipes. If you're doing a floating installation in an especially big space, you'll want to leave a slightly larger gap and use transition pieces. Shorebreak flooring requires a simple one-day acclimation. Just lay your unopened boxes on the floor as close as possible to the space where you'll be installing and allow them to sit for at least 24 hours. Once you've completed all pre-installation steps, you're ready to start laying tiles. You'll need the following tools: a tape measure and a pencil, a chalk line, a utility knife, a rubber mallet, a table or circular saw, ½ inch spacers to maintain your expansion gaps, 3/8 inch compressible PE foam backer rod, and 100% flexible silicone sealant. Do not use acrylic-based sealant. Before you start laying tiles, measure the room at a right angle to the direction of the tiles. Tiles in your final row should be at least 3 inches in width. This means the tiles in your first row may need to be ripped to a smaller size. Open several boxes and shuffle the tiles to get a natural blend of patterns and shades. We recommend laying tiles following the direction of the main source of light. Starting from the left and making sure that your ½ inch spacers are in place against the wall, place the first tile with the tongue side facing the wall. Install the second piece by aligning the butt end with the end of the first piece at an angle. Gently push the second piece down until the tongue and groove lock together to secure the end joint. The tiles should lay flat with their joints aligned and secure. Continue until you reach the final tile in the first row. That last tile will probably have to be cut to fit, but ensure no less than 6 inches is removed and that the ½ inch expansion gap is maintained. The tiles can be connected by hand, but gentle taps with a lightweight rubber mallet may help with engagement. You can start your next row with the piece you cut from the last tile, as long as it's at least 12 inches long. You'll also want to make sure the butt end joint is offset from the joint above it by about 1/3 the length of a tile. This will give your installation a more natural look. Install the next tiles by angling their long side edges and gently sliding until the butt end seams are in contact. Then gently tap all seams into place. It's possible you'll need to undercut your door jambs in 2 places. To do this, place a scrap piece of flooring next to the door frame, and with a multifunction tool, remove just enough material to allow the flooring to pass underneath. Continue installing rows and repeat this process on the other side. Once the installation is complete, you can use a transition piece like a T-molding in the doorway to conceal the transition. The last row may need to be ripped to fit. Ensure that final row is at least 3 inches wide. Rip the tiles of the final row to size and install. If needed, you can use a pull bar and hammer to engage the length of the tile. Once your tiles are all in place, remove your ½ inch spacers and insert the 3/8 inch compressible PE foam backer rod into the gap around the perimeter. Seal this expansion space with a flexible silicone sealant. Replace the baseboards or add molding like quarter rounds to cover all expansion gaps. If you need to remove a tile, separate the entire row by gently lifting up at an angle. Then, with the tiles flat on the ground, slide them apart, taking care not to lift them up by more than 5 degrees. And that's it! Your beautiful new Shorebreak tiles are ready to enjoy. Cali, simply authentic.